It is the beginning of November, which doesn't just mean that it's finally socially acceptable to start listening to Christmas music. It also means that if you are a print-on-demand seller, it is the final opportunity for you to be able to get some additional holiday products uploaded to be able to rank in time for them to make sales for Christmas. So if you have not started your holiday designs yet, this is your chance to get as many as you can uploaded to be able to make a bunch of sales before the end of Q4. So if you are running short on ideas or just don't even know where to start, I've put together 8 Christmas niches that are exploding in sales this year, but still have an amazing opportunity for you to be able to get in there, find your niche, and make a lot of sales in areas that do not have a ton of competition yet. So if you want some ideas, make sure you stick around to the end of the video to be able to get all of them. If you're new here, I'm Hannah, and on this channel, I talk about all things print on demand and making passive income. So if that is something you're interested in, I would love it if you'd click that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out on any more videos like this. Now let's get on to those 8 niches already selling like crazy this year. Some of these niches may have been ones that you've heard of before, but I have a new twist on pretty much all of them where I think that you can make your products stand out. The first niche that I have on this holiday design list is the Nice Naughty Checklist shirts. These have already been selling like crazy all over Amazon and Etsy, and I still think there's an amazing opportunity for you to set yourself apart in this. So a lot of these designs, you will see they have a little checkbox that says nice, then naughty, and then the third one is going to say something like I tried or I can explain. So a lot of these are really snarky and super funny, and there is still a ton of opportunity to be able to stand out in a design like this that is super scalable. So the way that I think you should be pursuing this design to be able to really make some amazing sales is to cross niche it with some of your niches that are already doing well. So instead of saying something like I tried in that third checkbox, you could say something like naughty, nice, I'm a preschool teacher, or naughty, nice, mom of toddlers, or naughty, nice, I hadn't had my cup of coffee yet. So there is a ton of potential to make some really funny designs, and just in those I showed that you could do a teacher niche, you could do the mom niche, you could do coffee niche. There's all sorts of potential. You could do something with nurses, nice, naughty, I'm working at Christmas. So lots of different ways that you could definitely take this niche. And by just creating one design and then having that text that you could edit, this is something that you can definitely make super scalable, so that one design that you create, you can just fill in the blanks, that bottom part, and literally make hundreds of different designs that you can upload. The possibilities are really limitless, and I definitely would suggest taking a look at some of your best-selling niches and trying to see how you could kind of incorporate that into that third checkbox. That third checkbox, some of the phrases like I tried or I can explain are already super overdone, and there's tons of copycats for those. You can really stand out completely by using this format and then filling that third box in with something that will really stand out in a niche that is not so competitive. The next niche that is already going crazy this Q4, and I think is just going to continue to get huge this year, is the groovy Christmas niche. We saw the groovy Halloween niche just go crazy this year, with people creating all sorts of retro inspired designs with that groovy wavy text that people really started to love. And this is already starting to translate to Christmas designs. People are uploading all sorts of Christmas phrases just using this groovy style text with some retro colors and making tons of sales. I've already seen people starting to even take this a step further with creating designs, maybe Santa, a little hippie-esque, and just really fun retro groovy designs that really lean into that 60s and 70s style. So this is an amazing opportunity because this is kind of a new trend that's just started this year. So there really aren't tons of these designs. And the awesome thing is you can go ahead and start looking at some Christmas best-selling phrases and just take those, but then put them in a groovy font and you will be able to stand out. There are tons of opportunities. You can take designs that have already been selling well for you at Christmas and just put them in a groovy style, or you can find inspiration from other designs that sell super well every single year and just make that into a groovy style. I think these are going to continue to sell super well, and a lot of these designs that you create have the potential to become a #1 bestseller in this groovy Christmas niche because the competition is still so low, but I do not think it's going to stay that way long. So make sure you are jumping on this trend that I think is going to continue in the years to come. I actually have an entire video with a tutorial of how to create that groovy wavy text if you don't know how to do that. So watch this video and I will take you step by step through how I actually created a groovy Christmas design to use on Amazon and Etsy. It's super easy and you don't need any fancy software. So if you don't know how to do that, just watch that video next. The next trend that you need to get on for Christmas, if you haven't already, is the Christmas pajama shirt trend. Unless you've been living under a rock, probably the last few years you've seen Christmas pajama shirts selling like crazy this time of year. While the market does seem a little bit saturated for this niche, I think there are still some amazing ways you can stand out. And like I've said in some of my other videos, I love to go for niches that you have the potential to make not just one sale when somebody clicks on your item, but 5, 10, 20 shirt sales from just one click. So while if you create a Christmas shirt in a niche that's funny, or one of the other niches I've talked about, you probably only are going to get one sale when someone purchases it. But if you can create a Christmas pajama shirt design that is going to sell well, every time that someone clicks on that, the potential is they are going to buy at least 2 or 3 of those for their family. What I want you to think about with this Christmas pajama shirt is not just making these generic Christmas pajama shirts that everybody already has that you're not going to be able to compete against. You need to lean into the niches that sell well for you or new niches that you find. So maybe you could create a dog lover's Christmas pajama shirt, or like the last niche that I mentioned, you could create groovy Christmas pajama shirts. Really, the possibilities are endless for this. You can take any niche that is selling well for you and try to translate that into a family style design. So you can do just plain text and you can do funny phrases for Christmas pajama shirts. Another thing people love to do is they like to make each shirt a little bit unique. So maybe you have the same basic design, but everyone is going to have something unique on their shirt. So most likely to watch Christmas movies, most likely to eat all the cookies, most likely to get coal in their stocking. And another thing that I love to do, if I have a Christmas shirt that's just kind of generic, but it does sell well, I will often include family Christmas pajama shirt in the listing. That way, when people are looking for matching Christmas shirts, they could stumble across my shirt that maybe just says something like Merry Christmas in a fun text, and then they potentially could buy 5 or 6 of those for their family, even though I didn't specifically create it to be a matching family pajama shirt. In the end, really any Christmas shirt can turn into a matching Christmas pajama shirt if you buy enough of them. So I think it's a really fun thing to include in your Christmas listings, even if you just throw that into any of your other Christmas designs that you're going to create. It doesn't hurt to include Christmas pajama shirt in your listing. The next niche that is selling like crazy and you should be capitalizing on this year is the niche "This is my blank Christmas shirt." Once again, this is a design that has amazing scalability potential where you just create one design and by just changing out one word or phrase, you can make hundreds of different niches and designs. So we really saw this design start taking off when people made shirts that said, "This is my Hallmark movie watching shirt." But if you're thinking about doing that, do not, because Hallmark is trademarked, and so you could get in big trouble and lose your accounts if you do try to put the word Hallmark on your shirt. But you can use this trend with all sorts of things like "This is my Christmas movie watching shirt," or "This is my Christmas cookie baking shirt," or "This is my Christmas tree decorating shirt," or "This is my Christmas light watching shirt." Think about any activity that people do during Christmas, like Christmas present wrapping or ice skating or hot cocoa drinking, and you could put that in a shirt that said, "This is my blank Christmas shirt." So the possibilities are really endless. And you can even start diving into those niches that are already selling well for you and thinking about what type of phrase can you add in that blank section that is going to be something unique and fun that hasn't been done before. The possibilities, again, are endless with this type of design, but it's a really fun phrase and trend that people love to buy during Christmas. And again, this is an awesome opportunity to get more than one sale. If you want to create a bunch of different designs in the "this is my blank Christmas shirt" niche, you can put them on Amazon or Etsy under one brand name. And then people who are looking for those matching pajama shirts but want to differentiate all of them a little bit, you have the potential of making a sale for all of those different types of shirts for all the unique people that everyone has in their family. Again, it's a great opportunity to get lots of sales from just one type of shirt. The next niche that you need to be uploading this Christmas is the retro graphic Christmas shirts. So this niche really has started to explode on Etsy, and I anticipate that it's going to be the same on Amazon and Redbubble and a lot of these other print-on-demand platforms. And that is just a plain Christmas graphic in a retro vintage style. A lot of times you'll see a really cute looking vintage style Santa face that has a little bit of distressing on the graphic to make it vintage, or even a snowman that's a little bit distressed. There are all sorts of graphics that you can find on Canva or Creative Fabrica that you can take and put together to make a really cute vintage style Christmas shirt. There's tons of possibilities for this. You could even create a woodland Christmas theme with mushrooms and deer and Santa, or just look at some old vintage Christmas photos and take inspiration from that. You can do this with just Christmas trees. A lot of times we try to think of these really witty, funny Christmas phrases when a lot of times people just want to wear a sweatshirt or a t-shirt with a really cute Christmas graphic that's going to be super cozy. This is a super easy design to make. Just put a few different graphics together on a shirt and upload that. You can find inspiration from even old Coca-Cola ads. There's lots of great potential, but something that I've seen really well is those super cute vintage Santa heads. I've uploaded quite a few of these and have already started making sales. And the cool thing is I've been even selling a ton of this type of design on Christmas pillows and throws because people love to decorate their homes in a vintage Christmas style. So if you can create a vintage design that is going to work really well on some home items in addition to sweatshirts and t-shirts, I think that is going to sell really great for you. The next niche you need to be targeting, if you're not already, is the ugly Christmas sweater t-shirt style shirts. This is another niche where the possibilities are really limitless of what you could be putting on these designs. You could take any niche, even say a political one, and just by putting it with a Christmas sweater design on the shirt and maybe a Christmas sweater style font, that is an entirely new niche that you've created. You could create these for even sports type niches. You could create them in t-shirt niches. Any design that you have is going to do really well in that ugly Christmas sweater style. An amazing place to find artwork for ugly Christmas sweaters is Canva. Placeit has a ton of great ones. Creative Fabrica has a lot of ugly Christmas sweater graphics, and even All Sunsets and All American Graphics have great ugly Christmas sweaters that you can download and then add your own text to them. So while just a generic ugly Christmas sweater t-shirt has been done a million times, you are going to find how you can stand out and take these smaller niches but put them on an ugly Christmas sweater. The next niche that always does super well around this time of year but is especially selling super well this year is religious Christmas shirts. Religious shirts sell super well all year long, but when you add in the extra layer of holidays and Christmas, these are going to do even better. There are tons of opportunities to be able to stand out in this niche, but this is definitely one that you should try and target. There's lots of ways to do this. One way is people love to buy shirts that say, "This is the real reason for the season," or you can even go the funny route. There's lots of funny Christian Christmas shirts like "Happy Birthday Jesus" or "Go Jesus, it's your birthday." You can do things like love, joy, peace, or I even created a best-selling Advent shirt this year that had an Advent candle on it that was targeting that Advent season that is about to get started here pretty soon. There are tons of ways that you you could take this, I would definitely recommend looking at what are some of those best-selling Christian designs all throughout the year and see how you can put a little Christmas twist on that. Definitely, this is a huge market, the Christian Christmas niche, so make sure you are making some of those religious designs that sell super well. People love to wear these when they are going out caroling or going to church events, so I think it's a great niche to target, and there's tons of ways you can do that. The next niche that you really should be targeting hard this Q4 is those snarky holiday designs. This really works super well for Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, any of the other holidays that are going to be around this time of year. You can add a snarky twist to them. So an example of this could be saying something like forced family fun, or I'm only here for the gifts, I'm only here for the food, everyone deserves coal in their stocking. People love to wear snarky shirts any time of year, but especially during Christmas when you're getting together with all your family, there's always that one person who likes to make a statement and stand out. So this is a great niche to be targeting, and these sell super well. Funny shirts are one of the best things to target on Amazon, and so doing funny, snarky shirts for Christmas is just a great way to go. There are tons of funny phrases that you can put a Christmas twist on, or you can just make generally sarcastic and anti-humor type of shirts that are going to do really well. I also find that these really snarky holiday designs make great gifts for people. People love to kind of give a joke gift or kind of make fun of one of their relatives. So these snarky designs sell super well as gifts and could even work super well for games like White Elephant or Dirty Santa. Those snarky Christmas designs are definitely one that you don't want to skip out on, that sell super well around Q4. If you do want to see how I created a best-selling Christmas design this year, all the way from concept to actually uploading it, make sure you watch this video next, where I am going to take you through step by step exactly how you can do this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.